Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER. I'm Michael 7 Michael, and today we have in the studio
Gwen Ferguson Moonchild 66. Too many 69s, and Rogue Moon 69.
Dayveonne Bussy, the dark child, bring the smoke.
So, last episode, we spoke a little bit about independent artists and just questioning when it comes to major, and I say major, like popular, not major meaning better, characters out there. You know, we always talk about the Marvel, DC. I try to throw up Dark Horse in there as much as possible just to, you know, there's more of that. But, you know, we got Bronx Heroes. We've got...
PBS Soldier.
PBS Soldier.
Soldier.
So there's so many different independent productions of comic books. What's missing? Why aren't some of the independent comic books a lot more popular when it comes to pop culture?
Because it's hard because you're advertising in small brands of Comic Cons.
Okay.
And not only that, you have websites, but you have to basically promote. You don't have a production team. You need a production team to basically, a street team to basically put it out there and let people know about what your product is. It's just like when they come to you as GEEKCASTER, they're looking for that publicity. They're looking for that promotion. It's just like having an independent actor like myself. It's all about grind, promotion, trying to get people to notice you, even big-time celebrities, even with these people, they're trying to get Marvel or DC or Dark Horse to notice something. Me, It's the same way. I'm trying to get those big names, those Hollywood directors to notice me, you know, at times. It's like self-promotion after promotion, and it's that big break that you may get something where somebody be like, yo, we want this guy, or we want you because your art and your comic book makes sense, or we like your art.
Yeah, and you have to, like you said, I think sometimes because with the bigger entities, they have the money, you know, and they're everywhere. And, you know, you have to have, like you said, you have to be on your hustle, you have to be on your grind, you know, you have to be that person in the crowd jumping like me. And basically you have to have more or less like a street team, you know, people that are in it to win it. And regardless, you're just putting yourself out there. I mean, maybe, you know, you may not get the publicity that you want, but if you know, exert yourself and put the energy behind it, it will work.
So now we got Wonder Woman coming out. We got Black Widow coming out.
New Mutants.
Does that inspire you guys to want to buy the comic books? Because every time there's a movie, there's also comic books that complement the movies. Or they just put more energy in releasing something, but it's almost like it's an advertisement, like a commercial for the bigger sell, right? The toys, the movies, and all those things. But are you guys inspired to pick up any of the comic books because of the films?
I want to be honest with you. Like I don't pick up the comic books because of the films, because the films are the comic books.
Right, exactly.
Well, we hope. Some of them...
They're not, but the intention is for the films to be the comic book. Because it's not to basically put shame on people that reads comic books. It's just saying that right now we're in a digital and video... not universe, but...
We are, no.
But we're in that time where people like to see stuff visually and multimedia visually than it is going through turning the pages.
Yeah, but that's like reading books. I like leafing through, you know, leafing through like the pages of the comic book. I love seeing the artwork because it's different. I mean, when it's on film, you know, it's a movie. But when you're leafing through, I mean, you're using part of your imagination to visualize, you know, this concept in your mind. So it depends on what you prefer. I mean, I like both, but I like leafing through because to me, that's, even though you're, like you said, when the movie is the comic, but yet to me, you need to embrace the comic.
But then again, you still can embrace it by buying a Blu-ray, DVD, or or buy it digitally.
I'm old new school, you know.
But no, it's understandable. Like to each his own.
Right.
And everybody likes it in a way or the fashion that they were brought up. Like
True.
I would say the same thing. I like comic books. I do glance through it at time, but I also like watching movies and having a collection because guess what? Same thing with you. It's going to be more valuable
Absolutely.
in the future. So it's not like, oh, everything is, I'm better than you're better. No, it's the same exact thing.
True. But I just think if you leaf through it, the idea, and the ideas, to me, it's just like in your brain, like it's not going anywhere. I mean, seeing a movie, okay, you like it, you enjoy it, you'll remember bits and pieces, but it's like reading a text that, it just, to me, translates different. I have a bigger appreciation for, on hand. I mean, I love movies too, because it's nice to see it produced. So I have a love of both. But I think if you're a true fan and you're a true geek, you really get the comic.
It's interesting too, because maybe for the last decade, people have created comic books knowing that the only thing they wanted to do is a film. So they'll kind of pretend for, oh, no, really into comics, you created a comic. But, that's where they were going with it all along. Now it's more transparent. Like, okay, you just want to do a film. This is a good way to build a fan base, let people start getting caught up in the properties and the different characters. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel it's just trickery, or no, you're cool with that way of people, that plan?
I'm cool with that plan.
Okay.
Nope.
Because either way, you're developing your own sense of personality depending on whether you wanted to shoot it on a camera or you want to just draw it out. Because eventually, eventually is going to come to relations. Somebody may, like when you do a film, somebody may say, I want to turn this into a comic book later in the future. Have somebody, do a mini series of a certain character besides just doing it on a film.
Right.
Compared to a comic book, we could basically adapt this to a film and then a whole bunch of audiences, so it varies.
Right, but I'm saying not creating something and then natural progression, it becomes something else where they're going to the cons. Well, I guess because we're at a weird place where the comic book conventions, you have the lovers of the creativity, of the content, and it's so big now, it's just pop culture. This is the place to be.
Right.
And there are people that kind of, oh yeah, I'm into comics, I have this comic, but they know they're not. They just want to
be with the it crowd.
Buy this, so they can prove to a studio, no, people like this. Do you feel some kind of way about that, or no, not at all?
Well, I want to be honest, it's just like it's the same way with a comic book. You hope somebody from that particular company that creates comic books come to your booth and just be like, yo, I like this product. Like, why don't you work for us? Compared to somebody that,
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Right.
It's interesting how it changed. Now, again, years ago, most people would have been like, oh, they're fake. Because there was such a passion, there was a purity in liking comics. Because remember, Marvel didn't want to put their name on Blade.
Right.
It wasn't cool. Even though you had, the 60s series of Batman in the early 80s. Is it early 80s or late 70s when they first did the Superman? The Christopher Reeve Superman.
70s.
70s? So,
yes.
70, 80s. Like, okay. It would have been early 80s.
So, even then, it was kind of like this
76.
kooky, weird thing to do.
Oh, you can look it
up. It wasn't really embraced, Now it's like, oh, well, you haven't arrived until someone does a film.
Right.
I'm talking here.
I'm doing research, darn it.
Anyway, that's for you.
What the heck is this?
Oh.
Now this is very interesting. This is the button nose kids.
Okay, this is
So,
okay.
so I wanted to give the button nose kids a shout out. I met the creator.
Button nose kids.
Here, Gwen.
Oh, yes. Look at
Now take those out because it's making a lot of noise in the mic.
Okay.
all right, button nose kids.
So, can this
This-
be a hit?
This
Can
was-
this be a thing?
Well, I think I have an alien. Cause look,
I call you Buster.
and this is
Like, for the little kids, yes.
You think it could be a thing?
yeah, it's adorable. And this is Xanu,
I say this is Buster.
and he's very.
I figured you were gonna say that. That's why I gave you the one with the B.
Hey
and he-
guys, I'm Buster. How you doing? Let's go party.
And I'm Xanu. I'm very green and I'm mesmerizing.
So they're from independent artists. The guy makes them himself, markets them, promotes them. What notes do you have for him to make this large? Because it's the same thing, right? It's a property.
I would say
know?
promote this in schools.
yes.
Like early childhood development.
Okay.
If you're looking to basically at least put each character has a backstory.
Yes.
Now
Agreed.
looking at that, to be fair, I see chipmunks. Right? Doesn't it give, like, especially with the long shirt and
The long shirt, yes, but when you look at their face, no.
because
No,
of
because
the
they,
button.
yeah, and they
button
each have characters. Because if you turn it around, there are like 7 of them, I think. No,
Okay.
eight, and they each are unique, and they also have diversity as far as
Right.
ethnicity and different like hairstyles. Because this one, I mean, obviously he's probably like somewhat of a toddler.
So, from 1 to 7, 7 being best, what do you give these?
I'll give it a 6.
6.5.
Yep, 6.5.
All right, so you heard it here first.
Look,
the,
and-
the button nose kids, check that out, people.
Look at my Timbs.
Yes, and super cool like
Give
sneakies.
me 2 pair. I need 2 pairs so I could be stopping in my Air Force One.
Oh, okay. I'm like, alrighty then. So, Xander.
But you know what? No, to be honest with you, I'll give it a 6.5 because the reason why, if he goes to the hospitals with these, if he goes to early childhood development, like doing with like preschool, kindergarten, and actually have people do, if he create this as a puppet, it will work. Like either as a puppet, even if he has a creator, like a comic book creator or a coloring book,
He has all that. He has.
and he got. All you gotta do is go to certain places that has kids events. He got it.
And they're nice and plush.
yeah.
They're soft, adorable.
And all I say is make sure you have each character has a backstory. Besides just saying, okay, this person's black, this person's, but let them have a backstory.
Well, you heard it here first. We're gonna switch gears, but we want to highlight independent creators. We're gonna talk about some games, independent games. We're gonna actually random. We'll see what it comes up, but we'll actually play some games live for the show. So 2020 is gonna be super interesting. It already is, but it's gonna be even more interesting. So keep watching, keep supporting. Go to GEEKCASTER.com. That's also the IG. It's not the end of the show, but we just want you guys to remember what's going on here.
When you say live,
Yeah.
are you asking for me to show up live to basically kick somebody's butt or behind in the games?
No.
Yeah, this is not a.
Buster
it's
got
game
one
friendly.
thing to say about that.
Yep.
Eva!
So, are there any independent comics or games or toys that you guys know of that you think are really bringing it and need to get more shine in 2020?
I do know a person. Mm-hmm. I can't think of their name right now, but I do know them. And what I can do is I can speak to somebody and see if they are interested in having an interview with you.
Oh, no. I didn't ask for all that. Just in general. I'm just saying. Don't give me work to do. I want to... No, we stop.
I'm doing work. What you mean?
No, but just anyone you want to mention real quick. Oh, you can't remember their name.
I can't remember.
I can't remember their names,
you know what?
But whenever I go to the cons, I always support the artists, especially people of various diversity. Only because, they're trying to put their product out there and, like everything else, it's a hustle. It's always marketing yourself and just trying to, grab someone's attention. So I will often buy artwork and comics from various artists.
And you just said something really interesting. You guys gotta have a name, a vibe that people just remember.
Yeah.
Again, a friend of mine, but still. The Bronx Heroes. Vex Comics. They just stick in your head. It's just, and that's, you need something that sticks in people's heads so they can remember. Marvel, not independent, but that name is so simple. That's what you need.
I got the name.
As well as great characters and stories and stuff like that. But you need something, you just can't put stuff out and expect people to run to you. It's not going to happen.
Machindo.
Who?
Machindo.
What is that?
That's the video game. The guy that created the video game.
Machindo?
Independent creator?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. And was it Machindo?
Machindo.
Wow. What is that about? That's a very interesting name.
I'll get back to you, but I remember they came to ChemFest promoting a video game.
Okay.
And it was like RPG type setup.
Okay.
So I will get back to you with more information. Mm-hmm. And Buster said, yeah, we're going to play more video games.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So,
I like this though.
Original characters, standout characters, well-developed characters with a proper backstory that, two lines into it, I shouldn't automatically think of Superman. I shouldn't automatically think of Batman. There's so much stuff out there you really gotta explore. That's why the camera's not pointing to you. Because you were acting the fool with that little...
I'm sorry, this is so addictive.
I know, exactly.
You should have never gave us the...
Exactly.
Not till the end of the show. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, because Xanu was actually going on my bed with my collection of, I love stuff, animals.
And I'm definitely going to give this to my goddaughter.
Oh,
yeah, this is adorable.
Oh, sorry.
What? Oh, man, what movie was... Did you guys ever see The Fuzz?
Yes.
The Fuzz. Not the...
Not Hot Fuzz.
No, not Hot Fuzz. The Fuzz. I know what you're thinking of with Simon Pegg, right?
Yeah.
No.
It sounds familiar. What was the fuzz about?
It's on Amazon. It's basically kind of a cop story but with a puppet.
Oh.
And they're selling beans, but beans like jelly beans are like drugs.
Okay.
So yeah, you just sounded like the movie.
Don't mess
Real
with
quick.
no fuzz.
You got jokes. I need beans now.
Oh my goodness. What have I started, ladies and
So
gentlemen?
you cast it. Waka waka.
Are there any films in 2019 that you think have gotten lost? That people just kind of overlooked that they really should have checked out?
There was a couple of films I missed and I never got the chance to go see it.
There's a lot of good stuff that I don't think people noticed only because they're not big budgeted films. But I saw quite a few film. Like one of my favorites was, and it is mentioned, but Parasite. It's a Korean movie about a family who actually, through nepotism, get work. And it gets a bit crazy because it's one family member gets a job and then he invites his household in, and then it gets nuts. But it's definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
You know, it was in the theaters, but I don't think many people paid attention to it. But I think they did have it as a nominee at the Golden Globes.
One movie I could think about, but it was more of a comedy horror movie. And I never got the chance to see it. But overall, it did look good. Ready or Not.
And this is on Netflix?
No, this is a movie that was out in the theaters in 2019.
Yeah, that was actually good. It's worth watching. And they have some catchy tunes.
Fighting with the Family was one of the films that I think was... It was so overshadowed because it was like, oh, The Rock directed the film, not directed, but produced the film. Okay. And it's about a female wrestler, a true story about a female wrestler from England. You know, that was overshadowed.
It was good.
It was a couple of movies I'm trying to look through that I haven't seen that. Good Boys was okay.
Okay, right.
Which one?
Good Boys.
Okay.
It has its funny moments, but
It does. It was worth watching.
yeah, but it just didn't have that Project X factor or that hangover factor like we expected. Like we were expecting the hangover factor. We were expecting the Project X factor from this film, and it was just a bunch of kids, little kids.
But they were crazy.
little kids, but it was like
They were crazy.
it was like okay, it was like watching my nieces and nephews doing some crazy junk.
No, but they were wild. I did not do that as a kid.
I said nieces and nephews. I ain't say us. Because there was a couple of times I caught my nieces and nephew doing something and they had no business doing. They're like, I thought it was candy. Oh, sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
And
My ears. Okay.
I thought it was candy. And I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
I'm in trouble.
What kind of candy is that?
Don't worry about it.
And I like the other one with the girl. What is it? It's Alita.
Oh, I have that. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was a good live action movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Alita, Battle Angel.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Michael?
Yeah, that was good.
That was really
But it was only thing. It was everything was so predictable. I didn't like that. It's like, okay, you know what's gonna happen. Oh, okay. It's like,
Well,
okay, they're
yeah.
gonna fall in love at the end. Oh, okay. You know, but visually was an amazing. The
And I'm
effects
surprised.
were good.
And I'm surprised they didn't win an award for that.
You know what it is? Because if you take away the graphics and stuff, it's just it wasn't as impressive. It wasn't an impressive story, but visually it was impressive. It was like it pushed the bounds of technology, and it should have gotten an award for that.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure it should have. I'm sure it did. But that's the thing. It's like, have a great story.
Like, even the fight scenes were really good.
They were.
Yeah, like I said, visually. Like I said, again, visually. But it was, if you really think about it, what was really there? Bad boy meets innocent girl, and then they fall in love at the end. I mean, it was...
Well...
And as you watch it, there were, like, really no surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I mean, to me, it had a good storyline, but it went in a lot of different directions.
Right.
You know, because then I, you know, for me, I always ask why. I'm like, but what was this alien race that hovered above the city or wherever she was? What was that about?
No, it wasn't an alien race.
Yeah, it wasn't Aries.
It was a battle with technology.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, the whole kind of power warlord kind of I'm in control thing.
Right.
Again, classic.
Okay.
Didn't do anything extra.
So it was like about the class systems of people then, more or less?
No. The have and the have-nots, pretty.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't, but it even, see, that's the thing. If they even just developed that, it would have been more interesting.
Look who came to say hello.
Son of a cock and bird.
Hey. She don't like to be touched with the tail sometimes, I think.
Okay, so. What else was good?
How you been?
And Jojo Rabbit. I keep saying that.
But Jojo Rabbit was, that's. But again, that doesn't really fit in the...
Oh, yes, I understand.
In this kind of stuff. But yes, that was a good film.
You know what I'm missing, as you mentioned prior, some good sci-fi.
Yeah, I think this year really didn't have no strong sci-fi movies.
Mm-mm.
They had some...
No, strong. I said strong.
That's the key word, strong.
There was a sci-fi movie, I forget the name of it, but it's with the actor from The Mandalorian, and they go to a planet to mine some kind of gems. And they extract some kind of essence from this, from a rock. And it's like this living thing. Oh, gosh, I forget the name, but that was good. And it came, because it's sci-fi, I think earlier this year, maybe it was last year, but Wandering Earth. Did you see that? It's like I think it was maybe a Japanese, I might be wrong, so don't quote me on being 100% about our planet who lost its orbit, I believe, around the moon or something like that. So they put on jet propellers on Earth to just keep it moving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was good. It's actually on Netflix now.
Then there's a movie that they should have just quit making. They should have just stopped.
Don't tell me, because...
Doom Annihilation.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Good. It made the first movie look good.
Wow.
That's how bad the movie was. It made Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Carl Urban look like, oh.
Why isn't this?
I will watch regular Doom again. Just for that scene where it was the first-person shooter.
Wow. All right, and on that note, what's your social media?
Gwen Ferguson, Moonchild 66, Rogue Moon 69.
Dayveonne Bussey, do not tag Doom Annihilation on my social media.
All right, and Michael, you're watching GeekCaster, everything sci-fi fantasy. That's right, we're all about the geek media and geek culture. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Keep checking out the site. Watch these people play with toys.
Give me 2 pairs.
Oh no, your sneakers are better than mine. They're like kind of platformish.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Thank you. I know. Give me
Have a good one, folks.
2 pairs.